Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is a huge Star Wars video. Not necessarily huge. Huge for me, because today is December 15th, 2021, which is a big day for sequel trilogy fans, as today is the 4-year anniversary of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. So, I was going to find my Last Jedi shirt. I can't find it, so I found my Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga shirt instead. It's pretty freaking close, I gotta admit. It's it's a game that is not out yet, but I'm still somehow promoting. So there you go. But yeah, of course, The Last Jedi will be a part of the game. So that's how it makes sense. But so today, just kind of wanted to quickly talk about The Last Jedi and how it's, in my opinion, not only my favorite movie ever, but the best movie of all time, in my opinion. Now, this is not going to be a 16-year-long rant or anything like that, because I do have a cough, I do have a cold, so if I hack up my lung talking about this, sorry, I'm trying not to cough my intestines out right now, but I have to make content. So this is the Blu-ray, of course. It's got some cool little art in that. It's got a little book, Kylo Ren, Rey, and all that. But this is, in my eyes, I can't put it down. This is my favorite film ever made, essentially. I love the acting. I love the writing. I think Rian Johnson did a fantastic working on the script or the screenplay. It was freaking fantastic. It really did subvert expectations, right? People are going, oh, who's Snoke? Oh, Snoke is, now that we know Snoke is a clone of Palpatine, a puppet, so to speak, but Snoke is dead. Kylo Ren kills him. It's great storytelling. Kylo Ren really just wanted to kill his master so that he could essentially rise up in the ranks, Rey is written perfectly. Holdo's a great character. Poe has a great arc. Rey has a great arc. Kylo Ren has a great arc. Frickin' Hux has a good arc. I don't know, who did I say? Poe BB-8's even in there for a good amount of time. I mean, that's really cool. Luke Skywalker in this film is why Luke Skywalker is, in my opinion, the best character in all of franchise history ever. He's great in the originals, but the sequel trilogy is really what made him shine. And it's just, over the course of these 4 years, I've been debating people, calling them various names, and them calling me various horrible names. I don't stoop to lows of kill yourself, but if people are saying Luke was written horribly, or Luke is the worst thing ever, or Luke should have, Luke's the child killer, it's like, shut up, grow a ball sack and go do something else with your life. Again, you're okay to not like Luke, but again, Luke, I don't know, it's weird. I keep bringing up subjective and objective, but subjective would be, I don't like Luke in this film. Okay, I disagree, but you can think that. Objective, which is of course fact, is Luke was written perfectly. This is a fact. Just like the sky was written blue. The sky is blue. You can say the sky's green, but it's still objectively fact that it's blue. Same thing with Luke. And I'm not trying to sound like a dick. I'm just literally telling you that. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk. But, if you really do study film, and you study character motivations, and you study how characters do certain things, I'm not a psychologist, but I took enough basic classes in college, plus I'm a freaking smart guy, I have common sense, to know that Luke, Luke would do this stuff, he would do those things. So Luke in that film is fantastic, the writing is great, the directing is great, the shots in this film are beautiful, man. It looks like every single shot looks like a portrait or a painting. It's so freaking good. If I could have a poster or like a big screenshot on my wall or something of every single shot from this film, I would do it, The Blu-ray is fantastic. The special features are amazing. Rose Tico, I forgot to mention her. Rose and Paige, awesome characters. Of course, there are comic books and novels that I own that I have read that kind of, flesh out the characters more. But in this film, it's fantastic, man. The action scenes are great. And I know people bring up, oh, the Praetorian Guard's blade disappears. This movie sucks. I'm like, look, every movie in the world has a problem in it. This is, in my opinion, the best film in film history. And I will admit, there's a problem with it. The blade disappears. Who gives a bantha crap if a blade disappears? It's a frickin' editing mistake. If you're going to let a little mistake ruin a movie for you, then you're an idiot and you don't deserve to watch film. It's just that simple. It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi's braid changing color in The Phantom Menace, or changing size, excuse me. Or, Ben Affleck's wig in Justice League. Blade 2 has stuff. The Dark Knight Rises, when Batman and Catwoman are fighting on a rooftop, one of the Bane goons just falls for no reason. No one complained about that. You know what I mean? Nobody. Or when Luke kicks a guy in Return of the Jedi and, the barge skiff, clearly he doesn't even hit him. He goes like there's a clear 6 freaking feet distance between Luke's foot and the guy's face. No one cared because it's the original trilogy. You know what I mean? So I think the sequels, yes, they do get hated on because they are the sequels. And I also wanted to mention this. Disney did not make the sequel trilogy. Lucasfilm made the sequel trilogy. Disney simply owns the rights to the franchise. So when people say, Disney ruined my childhood, no, they didn't. They just own it. You know what I mean? George Lucas raped my childhood. That's literally what people said. That's a quote people have said. And if you think that George Lucas destroyed your childhood with the prequels, you're an idiot. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? You know what I mean? But again, the unnecessary hate, but you know, for the sequels, especially Last Jedi, I find it really funny and cute how mad people get, because it clearly, and I get it, it's different opinions, but there comes a point when there's an opinion and then there's just an idiot, you know, like just a straight up moron on the internet. And with The Last Jedi, there's a ton of them. People saying, again, Luke wouldn't do that. Yes, he would. Rey, you know, the writing's trash. Well, I guess that's subjective, but it really isn't. You know, it's widely regarded as one of the best Star Wars films ever. In my opinion, it is, but, you know, you can think Episode 2, Episode 3, I don't care. Your favorite's your favorite. But this is definitely you know, a big hit and run, a big home run for me. They hit it out of the ballpark. That's what I was trying to say. Everything in this film works. Everything. The action scenes are filmed spectacularly. The Praetorian Guard battle scene in Snoke's throne room, it's the best scene in film history, in my opinion. That shot when Snoke gets bisected and he flops. Rey catches the lightsaber. Kylo Ren ignites his. Rey ignites hers. They turn back to back. One shot for a certain amount of time. That is the best shot in cinema history, in my opinion. And yeah, oh, the choreography sucks. Franchise, the one guard. Who cares? Who gives a shiz? You know what I mean? It's really funny that people. There's a scene in the left side of the shot where one of the guards flips, and then one of the guys runs off screen, and one of the guards looks like this, and then he just goes back to it. That's called comedy. That wasn't a mistake. The Praetorian Guard looked at him like, "Where are you going, idiot?" That's literally the point of that scene, because it's filmed in such a way that there's stuff happening on screen, but the Praetorian Guard runs off screen. Things are still happening off screen, and we're not seeing them. And that level of interactivity is freaking fantastic, because the guard looks, we don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at that guy running away. He probably don't want anything to do with this. You know, it's filmed in such a way that it makes you, it makes Rey and Kylo Ren, who are the dyad, you know, such a strong character people, you know, such badasses and fighters, look vulnerable. How the shots are even edited. Like, when Rey's fighting, you know, 3 guys, and she's just kind of swinging like an idiot, and the camera's really far back, and Kylo Ren's taking on one guy, you know, or vice versa, and, you know, Kylo's decimating the Praetorian Guards, and then as soon as Rey and Ben get into trouble, the camera slowly pans in on them, showing that they're in trouble. It's just, it's filmed beautifully. You know, the entire character motivations, too, of that scene is freaking amazing, because Rey, in that scene, is like, oh, if I go to Kylo Ren, I can turn him into the light, and we win. Hands down, it's over. Rey saves the day. And then when Kylo kills Snoke, Rey's automatic instinct is, oh my god, I did it! Kylo Ren's good! Holy crap! You know? And then at the end, she's like, oh, Kylo, call off the ships, there's still time. He then says, you know, time for an opening. I have a cough, I can't do it. It's time for an opening story. The Sith, the Jedi, all of it. Let it all burn. That's, what that means is, Kylo didn't turn good permanently. He just wanted to seize power to become Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and that is excellent writing, because Rey is on this mission. I'll turn him good, and then she thinks she did, and then in the end it scoops. Rey really does suffer in the sequel trilogy. I think people go, oh, well, Anakin lost an arm, and Padme died. Luke lost a hand or whatever, you know, he suffered. Rey didn't suffer at all. She's a Mary Sue. Rey's not a Mary Sue. That is another objective statement. Rey is not a Mary Sue at all. Period. End of discussion. If you think she is, you don't understand characters, you don't understand film, and you don't understand Star Wars. I don't mean to sound like an a-hole, but it's true. And I just want to put that out there. Rey suffers emotionally. Maybe, yeah, she doesn't get her freaking hands and limbs chopped off like Anakin and Luke. But does that mean just because Rey doesn't lose an extremity, does that mean that she's, oh, you know, perfect Mary Sue goddess? No. She suffers, albeit the same, if not more than Anakin and Luke, in their respective, you know, trilogies. She suffers so much, and the last thing she needed to hear for Kylo is, you're nobody, which of course he lied to her, that is confirmed. No, it's retcon. Yeah, but in canon, he lied, because at the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker, he says, who is she? Indicating he didn't know, he just made it up, you know, to take advantage of Rey's emotional state, which was pretty effed up at that time. And there's subtle moments during the fight, too, where when Kylo Ren, you know, he clearly wants, he doesn't want to kill Rey, you know what I mean, because he loves her and he has a respect towards her that we see in that film where they're touching hands and all that. It looks really weird when I'm doing this, but, you know, they're doing it. And, not in that way. When I say they're doing it in the hut, they're not doing it. You get it. So there's all that scene where, you know, Kylo's fighting the guards, and there's one shot where he looks like this, kind of, and he sees Rey get kind of like stabbed, a little, like kind of like cut by one of the Praetorian Guards' blades, and he clearly feels like he needs to go save her. You know what I mean? He's not just like, oh, I gotta help myself. He's like, oh, I gotta help her too, because I care about her, but I can't say it. So it's such a great character moment. Again, this film, the Battle of Crate, looks amazing. The salt flats and the red mist, everything looks amazing. Leia's scene where she force pulls, she does not fly. I know it's a meme. I don't think it's funny. I think it's a beautiful scene, really showcasing that Leia Organa is strong in the Force. And that was literally proof, that in The Rise of Skywalker, when she sacrifices herself for Ben. But again, man, so much of this movie, when I first saw it, I didn't have my glasses, so I was pretty much freaking blind. But I mean, every year I watch this film, right? I try to watch all 12 films, and it's just, this is the one I love. I truly believe all Star Wars is good, right? I don't love the prequels; they have problems, writing, acting, but I still love them. This film is something special. The Last Jedi will always be my favorite film, unless Rian Johnson or someone else really blows it out of the park. But, I mean, Lego movies, Tintin, you know, I have a bunch of favorite movies, but The Last Jedi is by far the best. The writing, the acting, the cinematography, the score, the editing, you know, the character progression, everything is just so well done, and so, literally, it is, in my opinion, a perfect, flawless film. Even if, yeah, there are flaws like a disappearing blade, that's going to happen in every movie. You know, there's a freaking bug. That's going to happen in every movie. Maybe it's a poor turd or something, I don't know. But it very much is it's a movie that really sticks with me on every single level. You know what I mean? Like, and not just because I've debated people on the characters. It's weird. It's like I feel like I'm in a secret club. You know what I mean? Like, I get Star Wars and you don't. You know what I mean? And it seems like an a-hole move, but it's true. You know what I mean? Like, Luke would do that. Rey would do that. You know, people, like, there's that one stupid ass scene where Rey falls in the cave, the dark side cave, before she sees the multiple versions of herself, and she falls into water. And idiots online are like, oh, well, Rey grew up on Jakku, which is a desert planet, and therefore she can't swim, she's a Mary Sue, movie sucks. No. If you just apply a little bit of thought, Rey is a skilled person, she can fend for herself, she's freaking 23 years old, and she's in a movie. I'm pretty sure a second movie out of a trilogy. You think she's just gonna freaking drown and just flail around and die in the water? Movie's over, idiot. You know what I mean? Of course she's going to freaking get out of it, you dumb apple. So, if I rant anymore, I'm going to start coughing. But, it's, you know, so what she does, if you really do notice, she doesn't, like, Hercules herself. You know what I mean? She's not, like, the strongest. I don't get it. I don't ever get it. I don't know. But she basically just swims a little bit. She actually kind of goes like this. Kind of freaks out. And then she just goes like that. Fuck, I'm coughing. But everything about this film works. I'm trying not to talk too much, but you know, I really had to make, for the 4-year anniversary of this film, I really had to talk about it. But just, you know, it's funny when people comment these stupid scenes like, oh, the Holo maneuver breaks canon. No, it doesn't. You know, so many amazing moments in this film that just come together beautifully, and it's really funny and, like I said, and kind of cute when people online are like, this is a horrible film. I'm like, you're just mad. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You don't have to love the film like me. You don't need The Last Jedi might be your least favorite movie of all time. That's fine. You can have opinions, but what I can't stand is people going out of their way to hate the actors or just, you know, come up with stupid-ass things to just make their theory work when it clearly doesn't, you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to say that, oh, if you don't like this film, you're an idiot. That's not what I'm trying to say. But there are people out there who are idiots. If you don't like this film, that's fine. Just give me some reasons, you know. But if you're like, Raisin Mary Sue, SJW, that doesn't count, you know what I mean? Heldo's got purple hair, so she's a lesbian. No. Like, stop it, you know what I mean? You're coming up with stupid reasons to hate this film. But I will always love this film. It is beautifully written, beautifully acted, beautifully directed, beautifully edited. The music's amazing. Everything in this film, the sequel trilogy itself is, in my opinion, flawless. It's my favorite set of films ever. But this movie really is special to me. It's by far my favorite film ever made. And I could make a video talking about it forever. So if you want a specific topic of The Last Jedi or the sequels in general, or anything Star Wars in general, all 9, all 12 films, whatever, tell me in the comments below if you have a specific question about, you know, oh, in Episode 2, why did Anakin do that? Or what do you think of that scene in Episode 5 or Episode, 7 when blank happened? Please, the more I can talk about Star Wars on here, the better. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, topic related, I'll shout you out in future videos. So again, leave that down in the comment section below. Again, The Last Jedi is my favorite film ever made, and I'm so glad Rian Johnson made it. He took risks, and it really did pay off. I think it is a flawless film in my eyes, and I say that about a lot. Oh, I give a lot of films A pluses, but this is like an A plus 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 plus. This is the shiz, so to speak. So I can't wait to see what happens with Rian Johnson's next trilogy, which is still happening. A lot of the SJW people on YouTube will say, it's canceled because I'm canceled. No, it's still happening. We just haven't heard about anything yet. It's still happening. But I can't wait to see what happens in the future with him and, of course, Star Wars in general. Star Wars is in a perfect place right now, man. Disney buying this franchise was the best thing that could have happened to this franchise. Period. They rejuvenated this franchise with so much life. It just made me love it. I loved Star Wars before Disney bought it, but as soon as they started pumping out the sequels and the new video games and new TV shows and whatever video games, Lego Star Wars: The Sky. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be able to play my favorite movie in a Lego game form. Apparently next spring. That is insane. I can't wait to do that. So still, I'll end it off here before I have a coughing fit. Tell me in the comments below if you want to have any more Star Wars topics for me to cover. Again, leave it down below. I'll be sure to shout you out, and I'll make that soon, because I want to talk about Star Wars. But still, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me your opinion while being nice about The Last Jedi. If you're just going to come out in here and be hateful, just delete your comment. But, if you want to have a civil discussion, but what you like and don't like, that's fine. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you're wrong. If you don't like the acting, whatever, it's subjective, I guess. But, still, it's a very strange line to walk, but still, again, I think this is a perfect film, and I can't wait to talk about more of it. Again, anything you want me to do, leave it down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go cough. Thank you guys, we'll see you in the next video. And also, by the way, I forgot to mention before I end, hope you didn't click off, tomorrow is the 16th, which means that Spider-Man No Way Home will be technically out. Do not spoil it. Do not talk about it. I will be covering it and reviewing it tomorrow. Again, I'll be doing a non-spoiler part, and then after that, I'll cover the spoilers in the same video. So I'll make sure to I'll make sure to be clear and tell you what's going on there. So don't worry about that. But again, I'm seeing No Way Home tomorrow on the 16th. Do not spoil it. Be careful. I think I got spoiled on something, or I can't tell. It might have been a fan edit, but YouTube is just full of rejects who just post stuff. And they're jerks, but still, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. The Last Jedi is my favorite film ever made, and I just love talking about it. And thank you, Rian Johnson, for everything you did on this outstanding film. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you, for real, in the next video.